Well, hello, welcome back, my Royal Rogues. My name is Jesus Enrique Rosas. I'm the Royal Rogue, and we are here today to expose the latest lie about Meghan Markle and Netflix. And I cannot believe how I'm talking about this because I thought that Meghan and Harry had ran out of imagination for all the things that they come up with. The latest developments on that CBS interview were, stomach churning enough. But this is another level. Let's read this. New York Post. Is Meghan Markle the next Martha Stewart? Duchess is delaying jam launch for this strategic reason. Experts. And there's another thing on the Daily Mail that better explains that. Meghan's brand troubles. Duchess of Sussex's new lifestyle venture, American Riviera Orchard, suffers setback over irregularities in her application for a trademark. But what I want to mention, what I'm going to tell you, that this is simply not true. Whatever the Daily Mail or the New York Post are publishing, I don't know where are they getting their sources. You know that you can trust your Royal Rogue sources. It is believed that Netflix, which has just finished filming a cookery show with the with the Duchess, is taking over the commercial exploitation of the brand American Riviera Orchard, so it would be safe to assume it will pay the fees. This is blatantly false. Netflix has nothing to do with a brand that we already know was launched before it was even a good idea, even if it was logical to be launched. You know that Meghan did this just to outstage, to steal the spotlight from Catherine, and now they want to make it seem that Netflix is helping. We already know that the cookery show is not moving forward, and they have this. They even have this. Let me see. There's my slide. Netflix, these are the claims. I'm going to explain why are they fake. Netflix has now turbocharged the plans for American Riviera Orchard, taking over all executive roles and delivering deals with wholesalers, designers, growers, and retailers. Since when has Netflix, the streaming giant, streaming content, generate content, and we already know how the streaming content wars have gone lately. I've showed you the numbers. It's a kill or be killed industry. It will take around 8 months for the trademark applications to be examined and up to 14 months for them to be registered. That wouldn't matter. These people are speaking nonsense. It is not necessary for a trademark to be registered to begin using it. You can already begin to use it. You are already using it. Meghan is already using it when she revealed on Instagram her American Riviera Orchard. She's already using the brand. She could already launch the brand, and that would set a precedent, a legal precedent, that nobody else would dare to use the same brand, because this is just a formality. You can move forward with the brand. This is just a justification to say, oh, we haven't moved forward because we are expecting this. But that would also, at the same time, just signal that they don't know. Archwell, Meghan and Harry and Archwell don't have a clue of what they are doing. And that is a signal for anybody who wants to do business with Harry and Meghan that they do this kind of things without thinking. Why do you precipitate a brand out there without knowing when it's going to your cooking show go online, when it's going to be on? And this means that come May next year, we're talking about what, 10 months, she should be all systems go with the brand and the cookery show she has filmed to accompany it. Netflix sources say that the show, which is as yet untitled, won't be ready for transmission for months yet, as it has to be edited and then subtitled for release around the world. I mean, you remember that Netflix contract with the Harkles ends next year, right? And I told you, if they don't release content this year, if they don't make something happen this year, this is just not possible. I mean, all right, these things take time. No, these things don't take that much of a time because, again, we are talking about Netflix. They don't want to lose money. They are in the business of creating content. They are the experts at this. They would know that they must have planned this like 2 years before, so to release some kind of content this year. And so far, what do we have? Invictus, and that's it. It's that all that they've got, like the 100 million, just for what? And they have all this, also this copyright of the Meet Me by the Lake. They haven't moved on with that. Why? Because Meghan and Harry, especially Meghan, is all over the place. She doesn't know what to do. She's not focused on anything, and Harry couldn't care less. Harry just wants to hang out barefoot at home with his Steve Jobs attitude and the laptop, being taken pictures to appear like he's doing something for better up. That is the reality. And I don't, this is like hurts the intelligence of anybody with half a brain, because you're focused on an industry. You're Netflix. You're focused on an industry. You need to create content to get subscribers and retain subscribers, which is the most delicate thing. And after all the password sharing apocalypse, and you're going to tell me that they are going to be focused on what? Wholesalers, designers, growers, and retailers. This is an entire production company. Production companies focus on one thing: creating content. They don't have the knowledge of that industry. It is not Netflix in all cases, because Netflix would not care. Netflix literally couldn't care less about Meghan's brand, American Riviera Orchard. All that Netflix cares about is the cooking show that Meghan has denied to. She said that she doesn't want to move forward because it doesn't meet her requirements, and we already made a couple videos and lives about it. That is the real situation with Netflix. They want to make it seem, oh no, this year we are not releasing anything, but it's because we are working hard, editing and subtitling things. I mean, didn't you think this through? This is just filling in the void. This is just like trying to make it seem like they are doing something when they are not. And I don't know how Netflix, I guess that Netflix is like in the rules, like in this lie, because it will be really embarrassing to accept that the deal with Harry and Meghan was one of the worst deals in content creation history, and Netflix has all the blame for that. Netflix has all the blame for all that stuff, and they deserve what they are getting. That's why you're getting all this stupid, is Meghan Markle the next Martha Stewart? No, because you have to put in the work. You have to be out there with people. You cannot pretend to not have social media presence, to just have a ultra curated video showing your very fake smile, or in your podcast not showing your face and trying to, make it seem that you're actually interviewing people. That doesn't count with anybody anymore. You need to be out there. You need to be interacting with your community, with your audience, with them on Instagram, on TikTok, on whatever platform you choose. That doesn't. Meghan wants something that worked perhaps 10 years ago. 10 years ago, it might have worked. Maybe not have that much interaction with people. You can have this celebrity cooking show, and you can launch a brand of whatever she's going to sell, of all that stuff that she's registering. But right now, in 2024, and especially how they are lost all that relevance thanks to their own actions. First, I don't buy it. Second, I know how entertainment business works, and no, Netflix cannot afford to, okay, let's allocate some of our resources to Meghan's American Riviera Hotel brand. I don't know how that works. It's like I don't know. You have a pizza business, and all of a sudden you're gonna sell lobster, but not lobster pizza. Lobster pizza will be a good idea, but no, you're gonna just try to focus on a complete different things. I don't know. You sell pizza, and you're going to spin off into a plumbing business. I don't know, something that just doesn't make any sense. So next time you see headlines like this, I will be there to just rip them apart, because it's just baffling that they still want to fool everybody into thinking that, well, they are doing something. And just to say, before we say goodbye, I want to mention this. The Invictus Games Foundation support the work of the Invictus Games Foundation today, so we can continue to help the international service community. Donate! What? I would love to donate to the Invictus Games, but remember how much they spent on private security for Meghan and Harry, because I don't know who they believe who they are, like this international diplomats, or I don't know who they believe they are, and how much private security do they require. You know, that is part of the narrative that Harry wants to push out there, and well, it costs money, and it is costing the reputation of the Invictus Games, and I don't think the veterans deserve that treatment. But that is what's happening, and that's what we got from the articles today. But I would love to know what you think about this in the comments. My Royal Rogues, my name is Jesus Enrique Rosas. I'm the Royal Rogue. Much love and bliss.